Protests are on the rise across the country on a variety of issues. They've even prompted House Speaker Mike Johnson to advise lawmakers to cancel in-person town hall events. But critics think it's in an effort to silence those who disagree with them. 2 News anchor Aaron Christie looked into how our representatives are responding to the call and how a recent protest went smoothly.
We reached out to our 5 Oklahoma members of Congress on whether they plan to avoid town halls. Representatives Stephanie Bice, Frank Lucas, Tom Cole, and Kevin Hern did not respond to our several attempts to reach them. Representative Kevin Hern was scheduled to speak at the Americans for Prosperity luncheon, but canceled abruptly. AFP says it was due to overwhelming response, that they didn't have a large enough space, and they will reschedule at a bigger venue. Representative Josh Burkeen is the only one who did respond, saying he will continue town halls, but will consider timing, structure, and ensure any protesters are from his district. Burkeen hosted 106 in-person town halls during his first term, saying in September, quote, "It is important members of Congress host live, in-person town halls so we can be held accountable to our constituents." Dozens of people recently protested outside of an event hosting Superintendent Ryan Walters in Glenpool. Police Chief Jeremy Plain credits his lieutenant, Robert Glaspie, for acting as a liaison on site and meeting with them before the event. He said the protesters adhered to everything, didn't block doors or traffic, and used the barricaded area. They started getting complaints from an apartment complex about a bullhorn at 9:30. The noise ordinance goes into effect at 10.
And even though it was early, she went to those people and said, hey, turn and face the building. That way we're not yelling across the street towards the apartment complex. I don't think any of that would have been possible without Lieutenant Glaspie contacting both sides and kind of building a small relationship and then meeting with both sides personally.
According to ACLED, a group that tracks and analyzes protests, only about 5% of protests in America turn violent, using a time frame in 2020.
That was 2 News anchor Aaron Christie. The police chief tells us no one in the department could remember a time that Glenpool had a previous protest, so they're considering this one their first.